Good evening and welcome to the Online Darts Live League, brought to you live on Sporty Stuff TV. I'm Chris Murphy, guiding you through the 10 matches we've got this evening as Group B gets underway. But what a week we've had already. Earlier this week we saw in Group A, the group have 47 180s in the same day. That is a joint record. And then earlier this morning we saw this.
180.
Not saying anything. Not putting a curse on it.
180. Standing require 141.
Just do it, Danny. Do it. Do it. Do it. He's done it.
Showing the match.
It's incredible. He's won the match with a 9-dart finish. Absolutely superb. Danny Van Tripe overcome with emotion, the biggest one of those emotions seemingly being surprise as he hit a 9-darter in the very first match of Group C today, and it was a springboard for brilliant things for the quickfire Dutchman, because if we look at the Group C table, he went on from that first match, and not only did he have a perfect leg, he had a perfect day. 5 out of 5 for Danny Van Tripe, who's looking strong for a place at finals night on Saturday. The top two from that group progressed. Darren Johnson currently in the provisional second place, so he's tied on the same amount of points as Arjen Konterman. Owen Roelofs and David Wazowski on 4 points, but it was a nightmare day for Josh Richardson, who failed to win a leg until the very last match of the day and didn't win a match. I say, yeah, 2 players go through from Group C. 1 player already went through to finals night. That was Graham Hall. He won Group A earlier this week, played from Monday to Wednesday, and he won it in style as well. You saw Roelofs, Van Tripe and Konterman fell into Group C. And second and third place, Scott Williams and Gian van Veen. Well, they're going to be in action this evening in Group B. 10 matches to come. They're joined by Pete Burgoyne, Ryan Furness and Shaun Griffiths. And it is Burgoyne against Williams to get this evening's action underway. So, on we go. Will we see something as special as we did this morning? 9:30 the first match was played, and a 9-darter hit in the last leg of it. Scott Williams predicted that one of the players from that 6 in Group A would hit a 9-dart finish. He was telling them all in the practice room, and he's
First
proved
leg,
to be
it's
right.
Scott to throw first. Game on.
Both of these players winners on the Challenge Tour, but Scott Williams has since gone on and won a PDC Pro Tour.
57.
For those who don't really know the difference, might only watch your darts here at the Live League.
120.
Well, that's an event including all of the top players in the world. And Williams will be going on to the professional circuit next year.
100.
And it's been a great springboard for him playing at the Live League. He'll be the favourite to win this group, but Pete Burgoyne is an excellent
100.
player. Excellent darts player, I should specify, because he has also
140.
had a few good moments playing golf and many good moments playing cricket. A super talent. One of those people who's just good at everything.
140. 64. Pete, you require 141.
So 141 for Burgoyne to break in the opening leg. Choices here, treble 19 or treble 15. Went for the latter but failed to find it.
89. Scott, you require 140. 80. Pete, you require 52.
Double 16 for that break.
Game shot on the
and
first
it's a strong
leg.
start for Pete
Burgoyne.
Burgoyne, taking advantage of a slower one from his opponent, the man who you would expect maybe to top this group, but Burgoyne's got his own ideas and leads the match 1-0.
Second leg, it's Pete to throw first.
Charlie Corstefine, the man with the mic this evening, refereeing some of tonight's
58.
action. Paul Hinks has departed for the week. And he's so good it's taken 2 men to replace him. We'll have Charlie Corsafine and Owen
57.
Binks on refereeing duties this evening. Out with the Hinks, in with the Binks.
45.
I might need to get a little bit more background on that nickname of Pete Burgoyne.
59.
Because I'm a big fan of alliterative nicknames. And I assumed at first glance
100.
at the back of his shirt that it said the Beast. But it appears to say the Feast. And there must be a story
100.
behind that. We'll try and get to the bottom of it.
80.
Scott Williams has kind of been on the slide this week. He's had a really good start. He was top of the Group A table overnight on Monday, but having won, I think, 4 out of 5 games on Monday, it was then 2 on Tuesday and just
100.
the 1 yesterday. However, he has had a nice lengthy break and will prefer, I'm sure, playing in the evening's action rather than the early morning starts.
132. Pete, you require 118.
And it's 118 for Burgoyne to carry on here, having to try and hunt down that treble. I think he's done it, you know. He has. Double 19.
80. Scott, you require 16. Game shot on the second leg.
Well, it's
Scott
a break
Williams.
apiece, and Williams in breaking back, effectively taking back control of this race to 4 legs, and it's 1 apiece.
Third leg, it's Scott to throw first. Game on. $43. 81. 80. 60.
Not happy with 60 there. Burgoyne, who has appeared here at the Live League before.
58.
Just had the 1 week of action on the couple of nights this year. Winning 7 of the 20 matches he played in Group B on that occasion.
125.
24 180s across those 20 matches and a high checkout of 146.
56. 140. 140. Pete, you require 95.
Double 19. He missed it for the 118.
57.
And he's missed it for the 95. And now
Scott, you require
Scott
124.
Williams has the chance to take the lead for the first time in this first match of the night. He's not going to take that chance. Do wonder if Burgoyne might think about splitting, having
Pete,
missed
you require
that
38.
target 3 times. But Pete perseveres.
Shot on the third leg.
And Pete pins
Burgoyne.
the double and breaks again every single leg in this match so far, going against a throw, and that means Burgoyne has a 2-1 advantage.
Fourth leg, it's Pete to throw first. Game on. $60.
Also in this group, Ryan Furness, Shaun Griffiths and Gian van Veen, a
100.
man that we saw producing many maximums in Group A.
82. 57. 134.
The Group A, as I said at the top of the show on Monday, Williams was part of it.
180.
A record haul of maximums in one session when they amassed 47, and Williams, quite fittingly, the first to hit one
83.
this evening.
Scott, you require 164.
And now he's looking to follow it with a show-stopping checkout. Another one in there. What a spell this would be.
129.
Everything but the bull.
Pete, you require 142.
But he'll return for the remainder to carry on this run
45.
of breaks of throw.
Scott, you require 25.
Break, break, break. And double six for another. Double three for another.
19. Pete, you require 97.
And Shaggy misses the opportunity. 90 remaining. Treble 18 for double 18.
79.
Pete can't pick his pockets.
Scott, you require 6.
Double bottom.
No score.
Why not call it that? They call it double top,
Pete, you
don't they?
require 18. Game Shaun,
But
the
it's
fourth
double 9
leg.
that gets the
Pete
job
Burgoyne.
done for Pete Burgoyne, and Scott Williams had ample opportunity there to break once again in this match, but the first hold goes the way of Burgoyne, and he now
Fifth
just
leg,
needs
it's
one
Scott
leg
to throw first.
to pick
Game
up
on.
the first 2 points in Group B.
180.
2 180s though for Scott Williams, a man who's had 2 9-darters hit against him at the live league. This morning saw us get our
93.
9-dart finish. Never have we seen 2 in one day. I mean, that would be remarkable, wouldn't it? But it's not going to happen here.
40.
Apologies to any lip readers there.
60. 60. 60.
Both players have had the same amount of darts at double in this match. Hasn't been a game littered with quality.
41.
Those 2 maximums from Williams.
96.
But Burgoyne taking the big chance when it came.
83. 60. Scott, you require 97.
May go double 19 here. I can't believe he didn't. He's
57.
usually so
Pete, you require
confident with those double
132.
finishes. Maybe he doesn't fancy Pete to take this out, and he'd be right not to fancy him.
46.
And he'll come back for tops
Scott,
to
you
keep his
require 40.
hopes alive in the opening match of the 10 that we'll bring you tonight
Game
live
Shaun,
here
the fifth leg.
on
Scott
Sporty Stuff
Williams.
TV. A drop of the head from Scott Williams, but he's still got the chance to win this match. Burgoyne leads it 3-2 and has the darts here, but there've been plenty of breaks in it.
Sixth leg, it's Pete to throw first. Game on. 134. 140. 43.
Following this, Gian van Veen will take on Ryan Furness,
94.
and then Shaun Griffiths will take on Scott Williams before Pete Burgoyne meets Van Veen.
180.
for him. Well, it could not have come at a much better time. Williams had stolen a march in the leg.
140.
Good response,
Pete
though, to
Burgoyne,
leave the 127 a
144.
slightly more makeable outshot than the one in front of Pete here.
84.
Good adjustment.
Scott, you require 127.
Williams needs to produce a party piece. 57 can't be found, so the bull won't be thrown at to win the leg.
99. Pete, you requires 60.
Well, that is probably a happy accident for Pete Burgoyne, who gets 2 darts at a clear bed rather than 2 at a blocked bed. But it hasn't happened.
Scott, you require 28.
And it looks like we could be heading the distance in the
Shaun,
opening match
flag.
of the
Scott
night.
Williams.
And we are. Williams has dragged himself back into it, and suddenly he's favourite once again to win this game of darts. 3-3, and Williams has the arrows
leg. It's Scott to throw first.
in the deciding leg. Game on. They said in unison.
60. 43.
Or maybe should have switched after the first start. It was low below that treble. But his attempt at the treble 19 maybe
40.
gave us an idea as to why he didn't. A nervy start to the all-important 7th leg.
58.
Famine for the feast at the moment.
100. 83.
He led this match 3-1, Pete Burgoyne.
60.
Williams trying to force that dart through to no avail. It's a scrappy do. This final leg.
140.
But that is very neat and tidy. Williams, though, leaves himself handy.
$60.
Well, there might
Scott,
be
you require 101.
a difference in the numbers left, but it's more or less the same kind of thing, isn't it? Unsure about that route for Scott Williams. I'm assuming he was going then for
Pete, you require
double
117.
18 and the bullseye. More conventional here from Burgoyne, but he's missed a big number.
77. Scott, you require 54.
A real scrap of a last leg. He's won by Scott Williams after Burgoyne denied himself the opportunity to throw a dart at double for the match by missing the big number on that 117 combination. He led the game by 3 legs to 1, but Williams won the last 3 to pick up the 2 points in the opening match of the evening. Disappointment for Pete Burgoyne. Scott Williams didn't seem too happy with his performance either, but he will be relieved to have taken points when not playing at his best. And it's a win for Williams in Game 1. Game 2 features Gian van Veen and Ryan Furness, and it is coming up in just a couple of minutes' time. Welcome back to the darts here on Sporty Stuff TV, where the first match went the distance but went the way of Williams in the end. Now it's Gian van Veen against Ryan Furness. The incoming Furness of Salisbury in Wiltshire, nicknamed Puppy, takes on the young Dutch pup in Van Veen. I'm not going to bother pronouncing the hometown. Apologies if you want me to. Nickname the Giant. Gian, Giant. Suppose it works. It says no nickname. I've got Puppy, but we'll speak to the graphics team about that. We'll probably speak to Ryan Furness. Maybe my information's wrong. Works as a builder away from the errors.
57.
Competes on the challenge tour. Throws with Paul Nicholson darts, I do believe.
81.
Let's hope he can throw them better than the asset. I'm joking, Paul, if you're watching.
97.
Not many can say they're a major champion in the PDC, and Paul Nicholson can certainly say that.
41.
Has played 62 matches in the live league this year, Furness.
40.
Winning 24 of them. A running average of 86 and a high average of 106. Gian van Veen has now played 47 games. He's got a strong win percentage, almost 60%, better than anybody else in this group.
100.
But he's been separated from his Dutch friends, hasn't he? 4 of them played in Group A, but he was the one to progress to Group B. The other 3 battling it in Group C, and one of them, Danny Van Tripe, hit a perfect 9 darter today.
100.
And had a perfect day, winning all 5 of his matches. We did play his 9 perfect darts at the top of the show, but if you missed it,
100.
Just head to the Twitter feed at Darts Live League, and you will be able to watch that back along with highlights of all of
100.
this afternoon's
Junior
matches.
required 107.
There you see at the bottom of the score graphic the handle you need on social media. Right, can
95.
Furness get an early handle on this match?
Ryan, you require 82.
Ball for starters. With 3 darts, it's the right way. Because then you can go 17, and then you can go tops,
Game
and then
Shaun
you can win a leg.
Ryan Furness.
Furness does that by breaking the throw. We saw plenty of breaks in the first match, but in the end it went to the man who threw first, Scott Williams, having
Second leg, it's
reeled
Ryan
off
to
the
throw
last 3
first.
legs to
Game
win
on.
it from 3-1 behind.
$135.
And Furness takes the opening leg against the darts here, but here comes the maximum machine that is Van Veen.
123. $11.
We hit 25 180s in Group A. Across his
134.
15 matches from Monday to Wednesday, matched the group winner Graham Hall in that particular department.
59.
Hall will go into finals night on a 10-match winning streak.
100. $50. Gian, you require 144. $128.
Super setup from the 20-year-old Dutchman.
$60. Gian, you require 16.
To break straight back and cancel out that early advantage that Furness got for himself.
Game
Double
Shaun the
eight does
second
that.
leg. Gian van Veen.
So just like the first match, the first couple of legs going against the darts, but that means that Van Veen is back in control.
Third leg, it's Gian to throw first.
You can see after the first couple of legs the disparity in the averages. It can change very quickly in such a short format. But that was a 14 dart break for GVV.
100.
Steady on, Gian.
100. $85. 100. 60. 41. 60. Gian, you require 164.
And he's got plenty of time on his side here, the Dutchman.
100. 83. Gian, you require 64.
He does love double 16.
Game
And he
Shaun
nails
the
it
third leg. Gian
to
van
complete
Veen.
the 64 combination and hold on to his throw. And in doing so, hold on to the advantage in this race to 4 legs. Van Veen leads by 2-1.
Fourth leg, it's Ryan to throw first. $133. 81. 60. 125. 133.
Hunting all around the board there, Ryan Furness, to try and leave himself on a finish. Needed all 3 trebles to do so.
$57. Gian, you require 155.
Oh, great start. Great dart.
136.
Could not complete the finish.
Ryan, you require 118.
Good guide that, though. Having just seen Van Veen miss a dart at double 19, Furness wants the same thing.
80. Gian, you require 19.
But he can't find the thing either. So it will be 3 for double 8. For Gian the man. Been excellent in that segment in this match. He's hit double 8 already. He's hit double
Shaun the
16
fourth
already.
leg.
And he
Gian
hits
van
double 8
Veen.
again to open up a 2-leg cushion in this game. and he will throw for a 4-1 win in the second match of the session.
Fifth leg, it's Jan to throw first. Game on.
Following this, a first outing of the evening for Shaun Griffiths. He will take on the winner of Game 1, Scott Williams, and then Van Veen will return to take on Pete Burgoyne before Furness meets
100.
Griffis in Game 5. Everybody in the group plays each other once this evening, then once again tomorrow. The top 3 from the 5 in Group B go through to finals night to join Graham
100.
Hall and the first and second place players from Group C, which concludes in tomorrow's daytime session. It will be another double dose of darting delights here at the Live League on Friday. And we'll see plenty of those. And that's the man who's hit plenty of those over the course of the week. 26 now.
100. 140.
I'm becoming a fully signed up member of the Gian van Veen fan club. I think he's an excellent prospect and look forward to see how his career progresses. Choices here. Double 13. He's just double checking.
55.
But not double hitting.
Ryan, you require
and it allows
161.
One final opportunity for Ryan Furness to maybe steal the leg and stay in the match. Needed the treble 17 for a dart at the bullseye.
137.
Leaves it handy just in case.
Jan, you required 26.
Van Veen re-aims at D13. To the left. To the left.
Game, shots,
That's
and the match.
the spot.
Gian van Veen.
And that's the win for Gian van Veen. A 4-1 success against Ryan Furness. 93.49 average, much better than what we saw in the opening match. And Van Veen is one to watch, not just in terms of the future, where I'm sure he will be a star, but in terms of this week here at the Live League. A promising start from a promising talent, a 4-1 win. Another 180 to add to his ever-growing tally this week. 26 now for the young Dutchman, and he claims a convincing victory in his opening match. Scott Williams, who won the first match of the night, is in action next, and it's the first outing of the evening for Shaun Griffiths. That's coming up in 3. Welcome back. It's the third game about to get underway here at the Online Darts Live League in the 10 we'll bring you this evening on Sporty Stuff TV. And Scott Williams meets Shaun Griffiths. Griffiths on his first appearance of the night, taking on Scott Williams, who won the first game of the evening, 4-3 against Pete Burgoyne. Shaggy, who appeared in Group A earlier in the week, finished second in it, but perhaps will be disappointed not to have won it after leading overnight on the first day of action. He's up against the Miracle, 30 years of age, twice a winner on the Challenge Tour. Scott himself has actually doubled that haul just this year and gone on to win a PDC Pro Tour
First leg, it's Shaun to throw first. Game on.
title as well, in between his last appearance here at the Live League and this one. Unorthodox practice darts routine there. I think he threw all 3 darts at once with his
60.
last throw. Impatient to get the actual action underway. Maybe he should have thrown all 3 at once in his opening visit as well. Would have probably scored more, wouldn't he?
$44.
Shaun Griffiths, a likeable lad from the Manchester area. Been mainly
41.
playing WDF stuff this year, having not made it through Q School. Opted for that over appearances on the Challenge Tour.
$140. $100. $59. $94.
Qualified for stage 2 of Q School did Shaun Griffiths, but just missed out. Beat the likes of John O'Shea, Wayne Jones, Connor Scutt, Leonard Gates and Peter Jakes back in January.
100.
As I said, concentrated on the WDF stuff this year. Hasn't really made any huge progress in tournaments. He was in Belgium last week, lost 4-0 in the last 32 to Ben Hazel in the Belgium Open.
133. Shaun, you require 98.
Looking to make some progress here at the Live League and get himself a quick return. It's about 6 months since we saw Griffiths here. Only won one of his matches last time out.
86. Scott, you require 106.
He loves this route.
Game shot on the first leg. Scott Williams.
Scott Williams, he takes out the 106 to win the first leg against the throw. Good stuff.
Second leg, it's Scott to throw first. Game on.
When he gets the single 17, it's treble 19 for double 16. That sweep
57.
from right to left. Having got the treble 17, he went 19 for double 18.
$100. $81. $140.
And that after Griffiths had missed the dart, but double 12 himself to take the opening leg. All going Williams' way so far tonight. Had to win the last 3 legs though against Peter Burgoyne in his opening encounter.
131. $180. Shaun, you require
Looks so good, doesn't he, when he's
130.
on? Scott Williams, and he's already hit 3 180s tonight. These look good when they go in. Treble 20. Would have left the bull, but Williams will come back instead with
58.
a choice to make.
Scott, you require 43.
If he wants that double 18 again, it'll be 7. But he goes 11 for double 16.
Game
Which
Shaun
he nails.
The second leg. Scott Williams.
To double his lead in this match. It's a superb start from Scott Williams.
Third leg, it's Shaun to throw first. Game on. $100. $95. $140. $180.
Doubles his tally in the match, and he continues to take the match to his opponent. Can Shaun Griffiths match him?
$95. $92.
Seems to have been around a long time, Shaun Griffiths, for a man just 30 years of age. He was once sponsored actually by the late great John Gwynn, who
78.
recently left us.
Scott, you require 134.
Sad loss to the darting world, and I'm sure Shaun Griffiths would have been one of the first to pay tribute to a man who had faith in him. We do miss John Gwynn. It's also 10 years to the day since the passing of the voice of darts, Sid Waddell, and all here at the Live League
82.
remember him fondly. Everyone in
Shaun,
darts
you
always
require
will. That
88.
iconic trio of Gwynn, Sid Waddell and Dave Lanning. All three have left us now, but all three will always be remembered. Well, he has to go treble 17 now.
67. Scott, you require
And he
52.
hands an opportunity to Scott Williams. Similar position to
Game
the previous
Shaun, the
leg.
third leg.
And
Scott
it's
Williams.
the same outcome. The leg goes the way of Williams. The match is going the way of Williams. He leads 3-0. And now he's looking to get the job done.
Fourth leg, it's Scott to throw first.
Has the darts in what he hopes is the last leg.
Game on. $140.
I've just got a feeling, you know. I've got a feeling that we'll get another 9-darter today. Don't know why.
180.
Danny Van Try picking the 9th 9-darter in Live League history this afternoon. I just think
125.
something special in the air at the Live League today. Well, it's not going to be in this leg.
83.
I mean, if it was, I would look like a genius, wouldn't I? Don't think it's going to be in this match because the match is as good as over now with that visit. 2 180s for Williams. And a 171 now to leave 65 for a match-winning shot.
140.
He's averaging well over 100.
Requires 65.
If he goes out in a couple of darts here, he'll maintain that level.
25.
But he's missed 2.
Shaun, you require 98.
He drops below it. Griffis himself is actually averaging 3 figures, despite only having 1 dart at double. Maybe partly because he's only had 1 dart at double. But he gets another. It's the same target.
74.
And he's missed it again.
Scott, you require 40.
Slim pickings for Shaun Griffiths.
No
But
score.
he's not yet been picked off by Scott Williams. And this is
Shaun,
a break bid here.
24.
Well, for the first time, he walks to the hockey with a double remaining. Missed 2 at the end of combinations. Now he has 3 at doubles. And now he has double 3.
Game Shaun,
and that's what he hits.
Shaun Griffiths.
To keep himself in this match. It would be a miraculous comeback from the man they call the Miracle. But stranger things have happened. Williams 3, Griffiths 1. Game on.
5th leg, it's Shaun to throw first. Game on. $140.
Determined to stay there.
45.
Proved to be the wrong choice, but hindsight is a wonderful thing.
$100. $60.
I think he will have a bit of a target on his back, Scott Williams, having gone and won that professional tour title.
121.
They all know that he's going to be a Pro Tour regular next year.
140. Shaun, you require 140.
They want to show that they can beat the pros. Has to be careful here not to land another one in the treble 20.
81.
Better there than doing that. He trudges back, but no need to worry. I think he did the right thing in aiming as high as possible, as wide as possible. Okay, he's only
Shaun,
getting 2
require
darts at
59.
double rather than 3. But better than coming back for 140, isn't it? Okay, he's only getting 1 dart at double rather than 2. But that's all he needs.
Shaun Griffiths.
Shaun Griffiths cuts the gap to a single leg in this match. Well, Scott Williams himself had to reel off 3 on the spin to win the first match. Griffiths is halfway to a miraculous comeback here.
Scott to throw first.
Wins 2 more. We'll see him win the match, but Williams has the darts to get the job done.
140. $100. $94. 59. $97.
Williams sets up the chance to win the game in the most fabulous style.
140. Scott, you require 170.
Won't be doing it. Would love a treble.
94.
Gets one. And had he not, the door might have been ajar for Shaun Griffiths. He's going to have to knock it down, but still hope that Williams doesn't complete the 76. He will have one dart, double barring a
58.
disaster. If he gets the first dart right, he'll have two.
Scott, you require 76.
And he gets the first dart right. It is two darts to win the match. Williams waits. Williams aims.
Game,
Williams
shot,
wins.
And the match.
For
Scott
the second
Williams.
time this evening, it's a 4-2 success this time for Scott Williams, denying Shaun Griffiths a comeback. A decent standard there, both players averaging the 95 mark in that one. But Williams gave himself twice as many opportunities to win legs and won twice as many legs than Shaun Griffiths in that one. He's won both of his first two matches. We'll see him two more times tonight. Shaun Griffiths has 3 more games to play, but it's a second outing this evening for Pete Burgoyne and Gian van Veen in a couple of minutes' time. Welcome back to this evening's action at the Online Darts Live League, brought to you live here on Sporty Stuff TV. I'm Chris Murphy, talking you through it, and we have a second outing of the evening for both Pete Burgoyne and Gian van Veen. Van Veen, the young Dutchman, winning his first match 4-1 against Ryan Furness to be second in the table and looking to match Scott Williams' record of having won his first two.
Game on.
Pete Burgoyne went down to Williams despite leading that opening match of the night by 3 legs to 1.
100. 140. 96. 54. 59.
The pair did meet in the
100.
last 16 of a European Tour qualifier earlier this year. And on that occasion, Van Veen beat Burgoyne by 5 legs to 1.
40.
That's their only recorded previous meeting.
100. 140. Gian, you require 107. 55. Pete, you require 66.
Double 16.
34. Gian, you require 52.
20 for double 16.
36.
Both players failing to find it.
Pete, you require 32.
So a chance for Burgoyne to hold on to his throw in the opening leg of game 4 of 10 this evening. Double 8 to do so.
Game Shaun the first leg. Pete Burgoyne.
And it is advantage Burgoyne in the early exchanges, despite Van Veen having a couple of darts to break.
Second leg, it's Gian to throw first. 140. 96. 100. 100.
Where's darts land? Van Veen. He's the type of player who can go above or
91.
below. And that can come in very handy. Create more opportunities for treble hitting. How we'd like to see him hitting 2 trebles
43.
in this
Gian, you require
combination.
170.
Not to be. May not have gone for the ball anyway, with Burgoyne unable to go out. He has to be
58.
careful. Situation here where a score of 98 would be better than 100.
140
will do
Gian,
very
you
nicely
require
indeed.
112.
Can he get over that and into the red bed? The answer
100.
is no.
Pete, you require
with the dart
122.
that he needed to do it with. And treble 18 will give Burgoyne a go at the bull. I'm not sure if he heard some kind of sound there. He was
90.
having a look across.
Gian, you require 12.
Still looking a little bit puzzled, as did our referee, Charlie Corsterfield, but it's double six for Van
Game Shaun
Veen
the second leg.
to
Gian
level
van
up here.
Veen.
All square. A little bit of a puzzling look on the face of Pete Burgoyne there. We'll try and get to the bottom of what happened, what potentially put him off. But he's
Third
still
leg, it's
got
Pete to throw first.
every
Game
opportunity
on.
to go and win the match. Well, taking his time again. I'm not sure if there is any kind of noise. It's not happening inside the building. I can be clear about
55.
that because I'd be able to hear it as well. Either through my headphones from the room there, or just
58.
from my commentary position, which I assure you is soundproof.
$177.
Shall I test it now and shout really loud and see if it puts off GVV? Boom!
85.
See, didn't even flinch.
$99.
99 leaves a big fish for Burgoyne. And the 180 is the response.
Pete require 170.
But it ain't enough to leave a finish. It is the first one of this contest.
58.
Now up to 9 for the evening. The only player not to hit one yet is Ryan Furness, and he will take on Shaun Griffiths next. That was Van Veen checking that both darts were in the
Pete
treble.
require 112.
He's poised to break here, unless Burgoyne can hit this.
80.
And he can't. And it's a big
Gian,
chance
you
for
require
GVV
40.
to take control of the contest. He claims to hate double top.
Game
But he
Shaun
won't
the
mind double
third
10
leg.
right now.
Gian van Veen.
As Van Veen breaks Burgoyne and leads the match by 2 legs to 1. He has the darts in leg 4 and he's on course to make it 2 wins from 2.
Fourth leg, it's Gian to throw first. $100. $42. $105. $140. $60. $83.
Mentioned earlier about Scott Williams winning one of the Pro Tour events. Gian van Veen made his Pro Tour debut recently. He's played in 3 events from the reserve list, filling up the 128 on the professional tour, and he's had some decent results as well. He won
Gian, you require 96
against Devon Peterson and also against Rusty Jake Rodriguez.
$56. Pete, you require 136.
Led Matters Razmar 4-3 as well. In the second round of the last event he played in, 3 180s in that game for Gian, and he missed darts to win a couple of other legs, 9 and 10. It's double 10 again here, and it's in again.
Gian van Veen.
And he's 1 away from being able to win again. Van Veen looking in a healthy spot here. It will be 2 wins for him and 2 defeats for Burgoyne.
Fifth leg, it's Pete to throw
Unless
first.
he can do what Scott Williams did against him in the opening match of the night and battle back from this
57.
position.
125. 100. 42.
Following this, Ryan Furness against Shaun Griffiths before Williams returns to take on Van Veen in what is looking like being a top of the table tussle. But that 180 from Burgoyne reminds us all that he has still got a say in this match.
100. Pete, you require 164. 45.
'Super stuff from Van Veen. What a time to hit
119.
his second max of the match, piling the pressure on. It's only the bull for Burgoyne.
94. Gian, you require 54.
And the maximum pressure pilot has opened up the opportunity for Gian van Veen to get the job done, to get the match won. And he does on double top.
Gian van Veen.
A thumping 4-1 win for Gian van Veen that doubles his points tally for the evening. 2 wins from 2 for him, 2 defeats from 2 for Pete Burgoyne, who's got work to do. But remember, 3 players progressed from the 5 in this group, so still plenty to play for. And that even tonight, 2 games left for Burgoyne. But Van Veen has won both of his matches and will return in a couple of games' time to take on the other man who is on a perfect record so far this evening, Scott Williams. But before that, it is 2 men yet to win, Ryan Furness and Shaun Griffiths. Welcome back. On we go then with the 5th game of the 10 we'll bring you tonight at the Online Darts Live League, and it is a meeting between two players who lost their first as Griffis takes on Furness. And it is Shaun Griffiths in your picture now, beaten 4-2 by Scott Williams, but put in a decent display, average 95 in his opening match, while this man, Ryan Furness, well, he went down 4-1 to Gian van Veen, who's averaged 93 in both of his matches, and is looking in very good shape ahead of his top-of-the-table tussle next with Scott Williams. But before that, one of these two players will break their duck for the night. Based on what we saw in the opening matches.
First leg, it's Ryan to throw first. Game on.
If I had to pick a winner, I would go for Shaun Griffiths, despite the fact that Ryan Furness has the advantage of throwing first in their match this evening. If you are
100.
wondering how that's decided, it's as simple as this. They play each other twice. One of them throws first one night, the other player throws first the next night.
$85.
But how they have played isn't necessarily an indication as to how they will play. And I've made many wrong predictions. Made a prediction that we'll
100.
get a second 9-dart finish today. I think that might be wishful thinking after that brilliant moment from Danny Van Tripe this morning.
97. $132.
Good start from Furness, hitting 3-figure visits with all 3 of his visits
40.
in this opening leg.
$137.
And the Salisbury Slinger is down to a double after a dozen.
$41. Ryan, you require 32. Game
Great
Shaun,
leg
the
of
first
darts.
leg.
That's
Ryan
the way
Furness.
to kickstart his evening. Ryan Furness, who lost his opening match, is off to a flyer in his second.
Second leg, it's Shaun to throw first.
He didn't show many signs, had just 2 darts at double in that defeat to Van Veen earlier tonight, Ryan Furness.
60.
But he's come out of the blocks pretty well here. Oh,
24.
That's unlucky. It was in the treble 19, hit the single, and the treble came out. A wry smile from Ryan. Sure he's not laughing on the inside.
140. $74.
And another one on the deck. And I think what he's probably doing in the background there is giving his point to sharpen.
140.
Hasn't been happening with other players, so more likely to be a point problem than a board problem.
57. Shaun, you require 161.
Unless Shaun's got a mate behind the board with a hammer knocking them out.
$99. $58. Shaun, you require 62.
So for parity, treble 10 for double 16.
Game Shaun the second leg. Shaun Griffiths.
And it's a very strong response from Shaun Griffiths. Ryan Furness wasn't in that leg. It didn't help that a couple of his darts ended up on the deck. But a 14 dart hold in response.
Third leg, it's Ryan to throw first. Game on.
See Shaun Griffiths
97.
level up at 1 apiece. Furness did make it through to Champions Week
59.
earlier this year. They're certainly capable of coming through his group and finals
99.
night. Graham Hall, the man waiting for the 5 remaining places to be filled. He will be at finals night on Saturday. That will be shown live here on Sporty Stuff TV, as is every dart
96.
at the Online Darts Live League these days. We are on air morning, noon and night, quite literally. 9:30 the start time for tomorrow's action
140.
until around 2 p.m. when Group C will conclude. The top 2 from that group, led by the 9-dart hero Danny Van Tripe, will qualify for finals night, joining Graham Hall. The top 3 from this group
59.
will also make it.
$125.
There's been a slight change in the way that the schedule has been run. We're not in the 5-week phases anymore. This is stage 1. We've had 2 weekly winners.
Ryan, you
there will be
require 40.
a Champions Week featuring all the winners at the end of the stage, I believe after 12 weeks, but more information will be announced on that in due course. Changes are afoot at the
No
Live
score.
League. But I can't let you in on any secrets because I haven't been let in on any secrets myself, quite frankly.
45. Ryan, you require 40.
Double top then for Furness, who opted to bust his score on the previous visit.
Game Shaun the
And he
third
finds
leg.
it to edge
Ryan
himself
Furness.
ahead. Furness 2-1 to the good in this battle between 2 players who lost their opening matches. Coming after this game is a battle between 2 players who've won both of their
Fourth
first
leg,
2.
it's Shaun to throw first.
That's Williams against Van Veen. Really looking forward to that one. But that means that whoever wins this game will move into a provisional qualification spot for finals night, because they'll be in third
140.
with the loser and Pete Burgoyne on no points after a couple of games each have been played.
180.
Is that the first 3 darts of that 9-dart
95.
finish that I dreamed up would happen this evening? Maybe it was. Maybe it was.
140.
Oh, Ryan. You can see him there shaking his head. He thought it was on. But he dragged start 6.
43.
Low below the treble beds. However, this is against the throw, and Furness has got a good grip on this game now.
100. $59. Ryan, you require 81.
Treble 19 for double 12. Single 12 or the treble. I think he's not going that way. He's gone treble 10 for double 16.
65.
He didn't
Shaun, you
go
require
the 12 route.
164.
He played the percentages, felt it was more likely to go out, and felt that Shaun Griffiths was unlikely to take this out. And he'd be right.
$60. Ryan, you require 16.
So it's double 8. Good job that isn't in the double 11.
Game Shaun the
But
fourth
that is
leg.
in the
Ryan
intended
Furness.
double, and Ryan Furness is now one leg away from picking up his first points of the night. He leads Shaun Griffiths 3-1 and has the
Fifth
darts
leg, it's Ryan to throw
complete
first.
the win.
Game on. $140. $45.
Confidence oozing out of Ryan Furness all of a sudden.
180.
There's a little bit of finesse in the throw now. It's 2 legs on the spin that he's left 181 after 6 darts.
85. $100.
Well, it's 2 legs on the spin that he's left 81 after 9 darts.
$115. Ryan, you require 81.
And this time he gets 2 at double 12. And he hits it to go out in 12 and to complete a comprehensive victory against Shaun Griffiths, who remains on no points. It was he who averaged around the 95 mark in his first match. That was a defeat at the hands of Scott Williams. But in his second game, Griffiths really struggled, averaging only 80, having just 1 dart at double in the match. But Ryan Furness produced a sprint finish and got the job done for 1. He picks up 2 points, his first of the evening, moves into 3rd place in the league table. But next up, it is a battle between the top 2, both unbeaten after 2 matches. It's Scott Williams against Gian van Veen, and it is coming right up. Stay with us. Welcome back. It is time for that top of the table tungsten tussle between Scott Williams and Gian van Veen. The pair of them have both won each of their opening encounters. 2 matches, 2 wins. Williams beating Pete Burgoyne 4-3, coming back from 3-1 down in that one, and then seeing off Shaun Griffiths 4-2. Van Veen beat Ryan Furness 4-1 before getting the better of Burgoyne by the same scoreline. He leads the league on leg different and is looking for his 3rd successive win against Williams, having beaten him in last leg deciders in Group A in each of the last 2 days. But Williams did whitewash Van Veen when they met for the first time on Monday.
Okay, first leg, it's Scott to throw first. Game on.
And we've had a change of official. Charlie Corstefine
95.
removed. Owen Binks replaces him. Removed, I mean, it's made it sound like he'd done something wrong.
100.
Been excellent, Charlie Corstefine. A well-earned break. And Owen Binks takes over for the remainder of the evening's arrow slinging.
92. 100. 44.
Well, let's see if the match can live up to the hype. Williams actually produced the
100.
highest average of the week in their first meeting on Monday. 111.33 Shaggy averaged in a 4-0 success.
60.
But he dropped by 19 points
105.
in defeat on Tuesday and a further 11 points in the average in the defeat on Wednesday. And it's Van Veen who's making great progress against a throw here.
100.
Scored a hat-trick of tons and then a 105 for a very neat and tidy leg of darts. Double 9 for the perfect start. A break of throw in leg 1.
Game Shaun the first leg.
That's a 1.
Gian van Veen.
And that is a great start indeed for Gian van Veen, who leads the match 1-0 with a break to boot. Williams with work to do.
Second leg, it's Gian to throw first. Game on. $180.
Lovely stuff from the young Dutchman. He was happy with himself as well, wasn't he? Did you see him bouncing back along with a great big grin on his face?
57.
And why wouldn't he be? Having fired in
57.
what is his 29th 180 this week.
140. 58. 100. 45. 140.
Tried to be
January require 161.
a showman there. Scott Williams. Van Veen saw the funny side. Well, I'll tell you what, Jan. Why didn't you hit a treble 20, a treble 17? I was going to say, and then throw at the ball without looking.
97. Scott, you require 64.
But all he can do is match the score left by Scott, who's gone double-double, desperate to be a showman. Van Veen is shaking his head,
32.
and he probably thinks that Scott Williams has got his just desserts
Johnny
there.
requires
Won't
64.
see such exhibition stuff from Van Veen. He goes the conventional route,
32.
but that is a wayward dart.
Scott, you require 32.
Williams is in the mood to entertain. Can he put one between the posts? Where's he throwing from? Somewhere near Holland,
No score.
it seems. It was a good attempt.
Johnny requires 32.
But Van Veen will take aim at the same target, his favourite double on the dartboard, to double his lead in the match.
Game's on the second leg. Gian van Veen.
And it is a two-leg lead for Gian van Veen. We'll have to have a little word with our referee Owen Binks, refereeing
Scott to throw first.
for the first time on the
Game on.
pronunciation. I mean, actually, it should be Gian van Veen, but I have had permission to call him Gian from the man himself. He said, if you're Dutch, it's Gian. If you're English, just call me Gian.
60.
It's kind of a sound that we don't have in our pronunciations in the UK. The actual pronunciation of Michael van Gerwen is Van Gerwen, for example. Throwing darts like MVG here, GVV.
137. 56. 140. 24. Johnny Rock 164.
I do wonder if Scott Williams might have
43.
distracted himself with his outrageous antics in this match. Went for a blind 180, went for a double finish on 64.
55. Johnny Rock 121.
And it's one-way traffic.
$45.
Williams having a long old look at the score there, but it is correct. There is a little screen to the left of the hockey, the other side to the referee, that tells the players what's remaining.
76.
Of course, when they're on a finish, Owen Binks tells the players what's remaining.
Game shot on the third leg.
And that is
Gian van Veen.
game shot for Gian van Veen, who leads the match now 3-0. Williams not really at the races and not sure his head has been quite on the game here.
Fourth leg, it's Gian to throw first. Game on.
But we do know the talent he's got. Probably at present
100.
the most capable player in this group. And if he turns it on, there is no reason why he can't reel off 4 legs on the spin.
140.
Time for full focus, Scott.
$60. 140.
And following this one, Pete Burgoyne will return looking for his first win against Ryan Furness, who we just saw get his first against Shaun Griffiths. He then faces Van Veen, who it looks like will be looking to make it a clean sweep, just like his Netherlands native friend Danny Van Tripe did earlier today. A perfect start to the day with his 9-darter and a perfect end to the day, having won all 5 of his matches. Van Veen looking to win all 4 in Group B.
135. Scott, you record 121.
Bullseye for Williams to stay in it.
96.
It's beyond him.
Gian requires 66.
And Van Veen can put the game to bed here. Went for the bull himself. 41 remaining. He was going for a 9 there to leave double 16.
50.
Got nowhere near it.
25.
Missing the big number and allowing Williams a way back. He loves this route. 13 for double 6. That's the way he goes.
Scott Williams.
And is there yet a way back for Williams in this contest? It's a break of throw. Van Veen beside himself after missing the big number, and Williams gets a leg on the board.
Look at Scott to throw first. Game on. $177.
That is an absolutely superb start. He's getting going. 4 maximums tonight. A 171, now a 177 for Scott Williams, and that is perfectly pitched.
138.
Well, he always wants to do something special, doesn't he? Scott Williams, and I've got a feeling that the switch
60.
there was to leave 150 so he could try and get a 9-dart finish with 3 bulls. That's just a guess, but I wouldn't put it past him.
126.
Enjoying himself now.
$140. Scott, you record 60.
Double top.
40.
No drama, and this time he'll be back taking aim at a clear bed.
105.
No blockers.
Scott, you record 20.
And he can bounce off the barrel and into the bed.
No score.
But that's the wrong bed. And now Van Veen has an
196.
unexpected opportunity to seal the deal here and now. But he needs treble 19 to get a dart at double.
33. Scott, you record 20.
This is getting very interesting now. Because Scott Williams is blasting his way back into this contest. And you know what? I think he's having a blast. He's enjoying himself at the Live League. And he trails 3-2. Van Veen will be determined, desperate to get the job done in this leg. Really intriguing encounter this. Van Veen reeled off the first 3 legs. Scott Williams
100
was up to all sorts of tricks. But now he's found his feet in the match. He's found his range. He's found his rhythm.
180.
He's fired in his first maximum, having opened the last leg with a 177. He went 5
60.
darts into a potential 9-darter in the previous leg. He's done it again. This time, he's gone 6 darts in. And this could be a history-making moment at the Online Darts Live League. Danny Van Tripe hit a 9-dart finish this morning. It was the 9th we've had.
46.
We've never had 2 in the same day. But Scott Williams could make it happen. Double 18. Oh, he's missed the double. The shirt comes over his head. He can't believe it. We were a dart away from yet more perfection here at the Live League. Scott Williams narrowly missing double 18 to produce a perfect leg for what would have been the 2nd time today.
20.
Decides to split and leave double 8 in the end, Williams. He's a man, of course, who's had 2 9-dart finishers hit against him.
81. Scott, you require 16. Game Shaun
But
the
the leg,
sixth leg.
he's in the ledger
Scott Williams.
under the name Scott Williams, and he has been a man who's already produced one boomerang-like comeback this evening. He was 3-1 down against Pete Burgoyne and won the match 4-3. He was 3-0 down in this one, but he has the darts.
Game on.
To get the job done in the deciding leg. Yeah, 9 darts hit against Scott Williams last year by both Richie Burnett and Martin Adams. Williams, not for the first time, has missed a double
100
to produce a perfect leg of his own. Oh, it would have been something, wouldn't it? 2 in one day.
93. $140. 81. $55. 137.
Van Veen will be wondering how this game has got away. But Williams has worked his way back into it with some delicious darts.
60. Scott, you require 94.
Decisions. Double. He likes the guide, I think, on the treble 18 there. Yeah, that's what I was thinking he was thinking.
54.
He was just trying to work out what it would leave if he went for treble 18. $22 would have been the answer, double 11.
59.
But why not if he thought he was likely to hit
40.
it? Double 10.
Game shot
and
the
great
match.
escape is
Scott
complete
Williams.
by the great showman at the Live League, Scott Williams, who almost hit the day's second 9-dart finish during that comeback. He missed double 18 to do so, but he did turn around a 3-leg deficit to win for the 3rd time tonight. Gian van Veen was leading 3-0. Williams came back to get the win, and he moves clear of Van Veen at the top of the Group B table. What a wonderful game of darts there. You don't always need 3-figure averages and huge checkouts to have a great game of darts. Some magical moments in that one, and almost a history-making moment when Williams nearly nailed the 9-darter for what would have been the second 9-dart finish today. Well, there's still time yet, though, for that to happen. 4 matches still to come. The first of them, Pete Burgoyne against Ryan Furness, and it is coming right up. Welcome back. It is a fabulous day of action here at the Live League as we move into the early hours now of Friday morning. And we have a meeting between Pete Burgoyne and Ryan Furness to kick off your Friday. Thursday was fun, wasn't it? We had a 9-darter at 9:30 in the morning by Danny Van Tripe. We almost ended Thursday when Scott Williams very nearly produced perfection just before the clock struck midnight, but he did come back from 3-0 down to beat Gian van Veen and take top spot in the group as the only man to have won all of his matches so far tonight.
$57. $92.
Burgoyne and Furness, well,
59.
Ryan was excellent in his second game of the evening, having lost his first 4-1 to Van Veen.
100.
Then beat Shaun Griffiths 4-1 with an average of 96.39, the highest we've seen so far tonight. Burgoyne was on the wrong end of another Williams comeback. 3-1 he led Scott Williams in the opening match of the night, but lost it 4-3 and then went down 4-1 to Van Veen.
180.
Ryan slammed in a
40.
max there that he shouldn't really have been going for.
Ryan record 129.
Wouldn't have left a finish had he not produced the perfect visit. Would have had he switched.
97.
Decides against going for the bullseye. Instead opting to tee up double 16 for a 13-dart break.
140.
That might be too late, I'm afraid, Pete.
Ryan record 32.
Is that a help or a hindrance? Double 8.
Games
found
on the first leg
by
Ryan
Furness, who does break Burgoyne in the opening leg of the match. And it is advantage to Puppy.
Second leg, it's Ryan to throw first. Game on. $140. $96. $140. $140. $57. $57. Ronnie McCoy, 164.
Brilliant setting up from Ryan Furness in each of the opening couple of legs.
132.
Big shots to leave double 16.
100. Ronnie McCoy, 32.
Missed it twice in the first leg, but hits it first time in the second, and he follows a 15-darter with a 13-darter, and it is a flying start from Furness, who doubles his lead.
Third leg, it's Pete to throw first.
28 darts to win the first two legs. That amounts to an average of 107.36.
85.
You may be thinking, why on earth is that commentator mentioning averages after two legs? The answer is because we
95.
could indeed be halfway through the match.
$85.
After this, Gian van Veen plays his final match of the evening against Shaun Griffiths, who will play Pete Burgoyne in the last match of the night. Furness takes on Williams in the penultimate game. 3 games to come
58.
after this one, but they'll do it all again on Friday evening, 10 PM, your start time on Sporty Stuff TV. But of course, it's not the next Arrows action from the live league, because we are back on air at 9:30 AM for the conclusion of Group C, the group led by the 9-dart hero
100.
Danny Van Tripe.
$40. $41.
Well, Pete Burgoyne trying to find a way back into the match.
100. Pete
Doesn't have to take out the 1-3-2, so he doesn't have to go the ball route. He will look to do what Ryan's been doing in this match. And just leave double 16, and that's what he has done.
$100. Pete requires 32. Game shot on the third.
Burgoyne beds the double and halves the lead of Ryan Furness in this contest. Burgoyne looking for his first points of the night, and he pegs Furness back.
It's Ryan to throw
2-1.
first. Game on. $100. $140.
Taking the game to his opponent, a 140 from Pete Burgoyne. A lot of shoulder in that throw there from
43.
Furness, who won't be happy with the return.
$70. $96. $60.
Brilliant.
And
there's a maximum
180
from Ryan Furness, and that one dedicated to Matthew and Charlie Payne, who are watching their favourite online darts live league player in Ryan Furness. Promised to give them a shout out, and that's done. Better than that, a maximum, a 180 dedicated to you.
Ryan Furness.
And it is a 180 that helps Ryan Furness win the 4th leg of this match, taking out 82 to follow it and leading the game 3-1.
Pete to throw first. $41. $57. $41. $140. 180.
Meets his maiden maxi of the match with a roll of the eyes, because he will feel like he's rolled over a little in this game for
80.
Furness to double his points tally for the night.
$100.
Life in the match yet, though. But not if Furness fills this up. He's at it again.
125.
Couldn't quite manage it, but when he's been put in positions around the 200-ish mark, Ryan Furness has been excellent at piling pressure on and setting up shots. The ice cream shot to win the match.
81. He required 52.
Couldn't quite finish it. And now Burgoyne has the opportunity to extend the encounter. And that's exactly what he does. Well, it could still turn yet. Furness has the darts to win 4-2. But if Burgoyne can break here, he would have them in the deciding leg.
Simply gets Ryan to throw first. $60. $58. $134.
I have met once before on the Challenge Tour. Earlier this year, Pete Burgoyne defeated Ryan Furness 5-3.
38.
The 5th Challenge Tour event of the year, having just reached the final in the previous event.
$137. $140. Ryan record 132.
To win it in style. Treble 19. Would have left him the bull.
104. He record 124.
Excellent setup. To stay in it in style. Treble 18. That does leave him the bull.
99.
But the bull is beyond Burgoyne. Is the game beyond Burgoyne?
Ryan required 28.
Can Furness finish it off?
Game
he can.
Shot on the match.
He does. He has.
Ryan Furness.
It's a 4-2 success for Ryan Furness, and it compounds the misery on Pete Burgoyne this evening. He's lost all 3 of his matches. Furness winning that one by the margin of 2 legs, hitting half of his attempts at double. Burgoyne only missed 1 dart at double himself, but could not really trouble Ryan Furness, who just found the big scores at the right times, didn't he, in that one? A high check out of 82, a second win of the night, which could turn into a very fruitful evening indeed for Ryan Furness. He still has Scott Williams to play. That's coming up in a couple of games' time, but before that, Gian van Veen returns to take on Shaun Griffiths. Welcome back for the first of our final 3 games of tonight's live league action, and it is Gian van Veen, the young Dutchman, against the miracle, Shaun Griffiths. And he might need a miracle to put himself through to finals night, having lost his first couple of matches, but he's in a slightly better position than Pete Burgoyne, who's lost his first 3. Griffis and Burgoyne will play in the last match of the evening, and it might be to avoid being the player left at the bottom of the pile on nil points. As for Gian van Veen, well, really, he will be thinking that he should be top of the pile with 6 points instead of Scott Williams, because he led Williams 3-0 in their encounter this evening, but Williams hit back, winning the last 4 legs to defeat Van
It feels like
Veen
it's Gian to throw first.
and missing
Game on.
double 18 for what would have been the second 9-darter of the day in the process. That's after Danny Van Tripe
60.
produced a perfect leg earlier on Thursday morning, the very first match of the morning. You can watch it back on the Online Darts YouTube channel or at Darts Live League on Twitter.
100. $140. $140.
We've had plenty of highlights from this man this week. He's piled in the maximums.
$93.
29 of them in total over the course of the 18 matches that he's played so far. This is his last appearance of the night.
55. $100.
Does everything he can
30.
to leave double 16, does Gian.
108.
And he'll leave it here. And he's got a great guide.
92. $45. Can you require 16?
Double 4.
Games on the first leg. Gian van Veen.
And it is the first leg. Next to the name of Gian van Veen. A hold and throw. Shaun
So
Griffiths.
it's Shaun to throw first.
Will have to do this the hard way if he is to get his first points on the board tonight. We're still left on 131 when Van Veen went out in 18 darts. Was that touching anything?
120.
Well, it was dangling right over the bullseye segment. If the angle had been a little different and the point could have found its way into the bull,
100.
that would have been some start, wouldn't it, from Shaun Griffiths? Has to settle for 120 instead.
$58. $100. 33. $140. 24. January 161.
What do you go for it? Having a think. Checking Shaun Griffiths' score and opting against the fireworks.
129.
Just setting up his favourite double instead. Griffiths was beaten 4-2 by Scott Williams in his opening match of the night. And then went 4-1 down to Ryan Furness. Van Veen beat Furness 4-1. Then beat Burgoyne 4-1. Pete Burgoyne, that is. But lost 4-3 as I described to Williams, who came back from 3-0 behind to beat him. He's about to go 2-0 ahead here.
Game Shaun the
And he is 2-0 ahead here.
Gian van Veen.
Van Veen having it all his own way in this meeting with Griffis. He's broken the throw and will throw for a 3-0 advantage.
Delegates Gian to throw first. Game on.
No record of any previous meeting between this pair. And it is a rude introduction to a match of darts against Van Veen for Shaun Griffiths, who's averaging more than 20 points less than his opponent after the first couple of legs. Hasn't had to go at a double in those legs. He was left on 131 and 126 when Van Veen went out.
$57.
Not only has he not had a dart at a double, but he hasn't had a dart at the start of a checkout yet.
140. $140. $55.
Well, not happy with that dart, but he knows he can rectify the situation and does so to some tune. And Griffiths again needing misses from Van Veen to get a go at a finish himself here.
85. January 82.
The best leave so far, 1-2-1. Well, it has to be 13. And the bull.
57.
And this is the first opportunity that Shaun Griffiths has had to finish in this match. Treble 17 to get a dart at the target that Van Veen has just missed. But it is still no dart
57.
at a double.
January 25.
And it'll be 9, 8-8.
Game on the third leg. Gian van Veen.
Big fan of the way that Gian van Veen composes himself. He won't throw until he feels right, Van Veen. Not a slow player by any stretch of the imagination, but I think
Shaun
he shows maturity beyond his 20 years. And we showed an example of it, or he showed rather an example of it there.
59.
On that finish, just taking his time with each dart, making sure the grip was right, he was stood in the right position.
83.
Reminder, of course, that there is darts away from the live league getting underway on Friday as well. The
40.
Queensland Darts Masters Starts in Australia later on Friday. We'll keep you abreast of what happens there. Interesting first round tie. James Wade against Simon Whitlock. Fallon Sherrick taking on Gordon Mathers.
140.
Derwin Price meeting Damon Hetta.
$58.
2 games to come at the Live League before we end the action for the night. Of course, 2 sessions to come on Friday.
83.
Back at 9:30 for the conclusion of Group C, and back at 10 p.m. for the last session for this group. All the scores will be
60.
settled. 5 more players will join Graham Hall at finals night, which will be aired live at 10 p.m. on Saturday, as always, on Sporty Stuff TV, the home of the online darts Live League.
59. January require 160.
So 60-60 tops. 60-60 tops. Oh, what a way to win it from Gian van Veen. He did it in style, did the Dutchman, and he did for Shaun Griffiths by 4 legs to 0. Griffis not even getting a dart at double in that match. That shows the difference in class between the pair of them in the game. Another average way north of 90 for the 20-year-old Dutchman Gian van Veen. Hit 4 out of 8 of his double attempts and sealed the game with a brilliant 160 checkout, the highest we have witnessed this evening. It's the final appearance for Gian van Veen, who will be happy to have picked up a 6-point haul, but maybe slightly disappointed he didn't win all of his matches, considering he was 3-0 up on Scott Williams before losing out against the league leader. And Williams will bring an end to his evening, looking to make it a perfect night when he takes on Ryan Furness next. Welcome back to the action here at the Online Darts Live League, where Scott Williams is looking to make it a clean sweep of wins this evening. He takes on Ryan Furness, who is looking to level the points tally at the top of the table with Williams. Yes, Furness has won his last couple of matches, having lost his first to Gian van Veen, who sits at the top at the moment after that 4-0 win over Shaun Griffiths. But if Williams wins here, he'll leapfrog the Dutchman. If Furness wins, it will be a three-way tie for the players on 6 points. It'll be looking very likely that those three will be the ones progressing to finals night. However, Pete Burgoyne and Shaun Griffiths can't both end up without any points tonight because they play in the last match of the session. We did see Williams and Furness go head-to-head earlier this year at the Live League, and Williams won both of those encounters, 4-0 and 4-2, though Furness won 2 of their 3 meetings last year. Won his first week at the Live League, Ryan Furness.
35.
Back in May.
86.
Williams, for those who are just joining us, in that comeback win against Shaun van Veen, he was 3-0 behind and missed double 18 for a 9-darter. And Danny Van Tripe, who hit a perfect leg earlier on, has been trolling Scott on Twitter.
125.
Williams better hit one. Just been reading through their social media feed. Scott Williams said he predicted a 9-dart finish. Van Tripe delivered the first he's ever hit, the 9th we've ever had at the Live League, and he then said to Scott Williams, "It's your turn." I can't quite repeat the response, and then the response to the response. Williams having a look here to see what the best thing to do is.
117. With
the dart on the floor. Needed a treble, got one.
$26. Scott, you reckon 132.
Now he can have a beautiful finish. Well, he could have, had he found the 25 or the ball. But he's outside the rings.
42. Ryan, you require 120.
And a Shanghai chance for his opponent, who gets the treble very nicely indeed. The single over the top, and the double.
80.
He's over the top of that.
Scott, you require 90.
Bullseye maybe for Williams here now. Well, he knows that he's blocked it. But he's going to have to go for 15 bull. This would be some shot from Scott Williams.
65.
That is the problem with going that way. Go 220s, you've got an open bed, an open target at the bullseye. It's an open bed, a double 10, and Ryan Furness finds it to win the opening leg of this match. Will he deny that clean sweep for Scott Williams? Or will Williams win for the 4th time this evening?
Second leg, it's Scott to throw first. Game on. $140.
I do always enjoy watching Scott Williams. I'm sure most of you do too. Just brings a certain
96.
A certain level of showmanship to the Live League. Wants to entertain.
180.
And who wouldn't be entertained by accuracy like that? A 7th 180 of the night for the league leader, or the man who hopes to be the overnight league leader, joint on points at the moment with Gian van Veen, but he's done for the day.
$92. 100. Score you require 89.
So, treble 19, treble 18, and now double eights.
73. $25.
That's not the first time that's happened.
Scott, you require 16.
For Ryan Furness tonight. So over to the table to sharpen the points, methinks.
On the second leg. Scott Williams.
Scott Williams, while Ryan sharpens those points, levels the scoreline in the match. One apiece on throw so far. Furness with the darts
Ryan to throw
in leg
first.
3.
60.
Not a watcher of his opponent's throws, Scott Williams. Likes to focus on what he's doing.
91.
See there, not even glancing up.
84.
Just waits for the caller to make him aware of the score.
$121.
I would have been half expecting, I certainly was, to hear the call of 180 there after those first two darts were perfectly pitched.
133.
Big lean to the right of Ryan's darts. It's even more exaggerated than our camera angle shows because the camera angle itself is slightly to the left.
99.
If you looked at it straight on, you would see how far across Ryan's darts lean. They kick across to the right, and sometimes that means he has to switch when, to the untrained eye, it looks like he's got a perfect guide. Ask the referee Owen Binks what he has left.
132. $78. Ronnie record 92.
We told him it was 110. He hit an 18 to leave the 92. There's a kind of half-hearted attempt that at double 18.
39. Scott, you require one.
Going for a couple of those to take out the remaining 72, having missed the treble 20. But Williams, following that first dart, could not go out
76.
in this visit.
Ronnie record 53.
So to edge back ahead. Double top. Double 10.
33. Scott, you require 36.
This could be the moment that Williams takes control.
Game's on the third leg.
And he does
Scott
now have
Williams.
a grasp on the game and maybe even a foot in finals night. Scott Williams, who led Group A after one day's play, looks like leading Group B after the first night of action as well. He leads
to throw first.
Ryan Furness 2-1 and has the darts in the fourth leg.
$140. $95.
Putting his foot on the throat now of his opponent, 140. Followed by a blind 180. He really is the Live League's greatest showman. And maybe at the end of the week, he'll prove to be the greatest throwman.
140.
Didn't even look as the last dart found its target.
65.
He completely gets it, doesn't he, Scott Williams? Some people will confuse confidence with arrogance. I say it's showmanship. And while you might say, why is he doing that in an empty room? Well, you are the crowd. You are the audience. He's doing it for you, for your viewing pleasure. Is he trying to think of a maverick way to take out 116? Well, he went a rather conventional route in the end. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . .
180.
That won't affect Scott Williams.
Scott, you require 60.
Pulls his socks up. Probably socks with Paul Nicholson's face on them, and I'm not joking. Double top. Double 10.
40.
But I don't think it did affect him.
Ryan, it required
They
28.
were decently thrown darts, but fair play to Ryan Furness for putting himself in this position. Now, that's probably quite a hindrance for him. Remember what I said about his darts kicking to the right,
40.
but he does have a go at the open bed of double 7.
Scott, you require
Can't
20.
find it. And Williams returns
He
to
was on
take
the
out
full flag.
2 tens
Scott Williams.
and move within one leg of winning all 4 of his matches tonight in Group B.
If it gets Ryan to throw first.
So you see the difference, the gulf
45.
in the averages. Williams 14 points higher than Ryan Furness.
140.
And it's going up.
$58. $180.
Well, there's always something, isn't there, for Scott Williams? The no-look 180 in the previous leg.
58.
Now the long delay 180. A pause for thought. Look at this.
95.
Such a showman. He's a darting peacock, isn't he?
48. Scott, you require 86.
What does he fancy? Has that gone in the double? No, it's outside it, but he uses the double to leave double 60 when he comes back. It has been a below par showing from this man.
180. Scott,
Who
you
has a
require
parting
32.
message of a maximum.
28.
Is it more than that? That's twice in
Ryan,
as
you
many
require
legs.
112.
Furness has produced a maximum to get himself down to a finishing opportunity. He won't get a dart though at double, and surely that will be that. His evening will end
92.
with 2 wins
Scott, you
and 2
require
defeats. Losing to both players above him,
Game shot on the match.
beating both players below him.
Scott Williams.
But for Scott Williams, the evening ends with 4 wins out of 4. An awesome foursome for Scott Williams, the showman of the Online Darts Live League. Shows them how it's done, and he leads the Group B table overnight. A fantastic showing in his final match, finishing with a flourish. And he's taken maximum points this evening. He sits at the summit of the league table. There's 1 match still to play, however, and that is between the cellar dwellers, Shaun Griffiths and Pete Burgoyne, the basement boys, doing battle in the bid to pick up some points because both of them have won no matches so far tonight. See who gets the points after this. Welcome back. So it's been a perfect night for Scott Williams, but it's been quite the opposite for the last two players in action this evening. 3 matches played each, 3 defeats each. Can one of them get off the mark in this one? One of them will get off the mark in this one, I should say. But which one? Shaun Griffiths, the man in your picture now, taking on this man, Pete Burgoyne, just above Griffis in the table on leg difference. But both players having a miserable night at the Arrows so far.
Okay, first I get Shaun to throw first.
Shaun has the advantage of throwing first. Lost his first match of the evening 4-2 to the flawless Williams. Then went down 4-1 to Ryan Furness and 4-0 to Gian van Veen. So it's gone from bad to worse for Griffiths this evening. Pete Burgoyne, well, he was 3-1 up against Williams in the very first match. But ended up losing it 4-3. Then went down 4-1 to Van Veen before losing 4-2 to Furness. Last match of the night, but do not fear. The Live League returns in a little over 8 hours' time. Just time to get your head down, get a good night's sleep.
59.
Watch this last match in bed and then watch the next one in bed when you wake up in the morning. Oh, you have to work. Well, in that case,
140.
Open a little window on your laptop. I won't tell anyone. We'll be back at 9:30 on Sporty Stuff TV for the conclusion of Group C, which is led by Danny Van Tripe, who himself had a perfect day. Started with a perfect leg, hit a 9-dart finish in the very first match of the morning, a 4-0 win against Josh Richardson, who had a bit of a disaster.
100.
Has to be said, with only 2 legs, and they came in the very last match. A winless day for him, and it'll be a winless day for one of this pair. But which one? Burgoyne has the initiative in this opening leg,
60.
having worked his way down to 118 after a dozen darts. He won't be taking it out, but Shaun Griffiths may have to take out the highest finish of the evening
161.
if he is to win the leg. And that's not going to be so. So
90.
Burgoyne comes back.
Requires 74.
Treble 14, double 16, the approved route. That becomes 20 tops. Has to go to the left.
54.
Can't land the target.
Requires 71.
Treble 13, double 16, the approved route for this one. And that becomes 18 double top. The difference with this is that there's nothing blocking the double like there was for Burgoyne.
Shaun the first.
Griffiths takes advantage of that fact and holds onto his throw in the opening leg. The feast couldn't look, but feast your eyes on that. Double top.
So it's Pete to throw first.
On the money there, Shaun Griffiths.
140.
You could see him there just wincing to himself. Pete Burgoyne felt
45.
that leg should have gone his way. A missed opportunity, but he's already got a commanding league on throw in leg 2.
96.
Griffis has struggled a little bit in the Live League. Only won one of his matches last time he appeared in a Live League group, and
133.
yet to win one in this group. This will be the first match of the night tomorrow. Incidentally, the game's played in reverse order.
51. Pete 132.
Just go for a ton here, I would imagine. Well, he has gone the bull route. That surprised me. Maybe Pete Burgoyne just looking for something
49.
special to spark himself into action, but it hasn't done him any favours. Not that it will matter with Shaun Griffiths so far back, he can't even be seen in the rearview mirror.
140. Peter Burgoyne, 83. $51.
He was precariously close there to that treble 20. Would have ended up busting his score, and the emergence of Griffis may have become evident. Well, he's not going to bother staying there. He'll go baby the bull, switches, fair enough.
86. Peter Burgoyne, 32.
Didn't like the lie of the first start blocking the beds, but really hasn't been in this leg. It would be a miracle if the man they call the miracle won this leg.
Game's on the second leg.
It's not going to happen.
Pete Burgoyne.
As Burgoyne levels up the match at 1 apiece. Neither player yet to record a victory tonight. And we're none the wiser as to knowing which one of them it might be.
$55. $134. $59. $96. $58. $101. $140. Pete Burgoyne, 170.
Well, that might make Pete's mind up about whether to go for the bull if he does land 2 treble 20s. Will he be able to resist it? Of course he couldn't resist, but he couldn't find it either. Has been the aggressor in this darts match, though, Pete Burgoyne, and this might be the moment he gets a firm grip on the game, though he needed a firmer grip on that dart. It's a wayward one, was looking for an 11, gets 11 in 2 darts rather than 1,
11,
and just opens the door for Shaun Griffiths.
68.
The best part of the Griffiths game tonight has been the finishing.
$64. Peter Burgoyne, 32. Game's on the third leg. Pete Burgoyne.
He's unable to finish there, and Pete Burgoyne takes full advantage, and he does have control of the contest now. He has the darts to lead 3-1.
It's Pete to throw first. $60. $42. $81. $96. $60. 60.
Well, it is being played like a match between two players that haven't won a game yet this evening.
100. $95. 140.
But Burgoyne still very much in the box seat.
$120. He records 60.
Double top then to increase that advantage. Double 10.
50.
Still a
Shaun, you
chance.
require 88.
For Shaun Griffiths. 18 for the bullseye. 18 found.
63.
But the bullseye beyond him.
He required 10.
Double one, the choice.
Game
And that's
on
why.
the fourth leg.
And it's
Pete
3-1.
Burgoyne.
And Pete Burgoyne is almost there. One leg away from his first win of the night in the very last match of the night. And at the expense of Shaun Griffiths, for whom
If they get
it's
Shaun
looking
to
like
throw
becoming
first.
a pointless
Game on.
evening. And it just gives Burgoyne that
58.
opportunity. If he can get himself 2 or 3 wins tomorrow, maybe, just maybe, he can still make it through to finals night on
97.
Saturday. Scott Williams, Gian van Veen and Ryan Furness sitting pretty already. Williams as good as there. And it
43.
would take a complete capitulation from Van Veen, and Furness is the one that they're really chasing down, having won 2 of his matches tonight. Going to see the situation where we've had one player winning 4, one winning 3, one winning 2, one winning 1, and one not winning at all.
$77. $58. $180.
Well, I'm saying nothing. A picture paints 1,000 words, and Shaun Griffiths' face was certainly a picture when he planted in the first couple of trebles there.
171.
And it's catching.
Shaun, 143.
So strange, isn't it? How often it happens. Players seem to follow each other.
46. Pete record 94.
This for the win. Choices. 76 remaining. Could have opted for a double route.
Record 97.
Similar kind of target here for Shaun Griffiths. But he gets himself 2 darts at tops, and the game goes on.
Shaun Griffiths.
Griffiths keeps on hanging around. Maybe, just maybe, he can be the one picking up the last available points of the night and the only available points to this pair.
So if we look at Pete to throw first. $180.
Well, I did say earlier tonight, didn't I, that we'd get another 9 darter. Scott Williams let me down big time because he missed the double to produce one. But maybe, just maybe, Pete Burgoyne can spare my blushes. I'm not sure I expected it to happen in this game,
57.
but I'm telling you, it is going to happen right now, and you sticking around for the evening will be worth it. Oh.
84.
He'll still be happy enough with his start. 4 trebles out of 6.
85.
5 trebles out of 7. 6 trebles
140.
out of 8 and 9. And that gets him down to 97. The very same shot that kept Griffiths in the game might be the shot that ends the game.
100. Pete Burgoyne, 97.
Well, he won't take it out, but he will tee up
57.
double top for when he comes back. He will have felt like he should have started the evening with victory when he led Scott Williams by 3 legs to 1. Williams came back to win and went on to win every match. Burgoyne went the other way and lost all of his games, as has Shaun Griffiths. But Pete Burgoyne has all the time in the world to seal victory here. And he does seal the win on double 10.
Pete Burgoyne.
It is points on the board for Pete Burgoyne, but a miserable evening for the miracle Shaun Griffiths, who will need a miracle if he is to make it through to finals night when this group resumes at 10 p.m. on Sporty Stuff TV on Friday. He's sitting at the bottom of the table. Burgoyne just above him on 2 points. Right in the middle, Ryan Furness on 4 with 2 wins. Gian van Veen could have been at the top. He led Williams 3-0, but let his lead slip for Williams to win, and Scott Williams went on to win every single match tonight. A clean sweep for him. As I was saying, this group returns at 10 p.m. on Sporty Stuff TV on Friday, but we've got darts sooner than that because Group C is in action from 9:30 on Friday morning. And don't be late because, of course, on Thursday morning we had a 9-dart finish in the very first match. We almost had another one in tonight's action when Scott Williams missed double 18 to produce perfection. But it has been a clean sweep for Scott, and now it's time for all of us to have a little bit of sleep, and we'll be back at 9:30 for more action here at the Online Darts Live League.